Hello, this is Pearls on Tuesday, and I am finally in the Joseph Grice House with our dear friends Todd Taylor and Jerry Freeman and their fur babies, George, and this is little Lily. In the future, we're going to talk more about what they have done in the house since they moved in. But today, we're just going to focus on Halloween because this place is absolutely amazing. Now, we are in the historic Olde Town Portsmouth, and this coming Friday, there is a ghost walk. Todd, what is that?
The Ghost Walk is put on by the Olde Town Civic League, and it starts somewhere around Trinity, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could have my facts wrong,
Right.
But there is a ghost walk, and they go and walk through Old Town and tell ghost stories relative to some of the historic homes.
Wonderful. Do you have any ghosts that you've come into contact with in this home?
I have
Yes.
You have not, and Jerry said he has. Okay. Do you have many trick-or-treaters?
Yes.
Children trick-or-treaters around here?
Yes,
Okay.
quite a few.
All right.
Hundreds.
Really?
Hundreds.
Because with trunk or treat and a lot of churches and schools doing things now, in our neighborhood, which is much more suburban than this, we have very, very few. But I'm thrilled to hear that you still do. So, tell us a little bit of history that you know about concerning Joseph Grice House. What do you know about it? Who was he and all of that?
Joseph Grice was born in Portsmouth, 2 houses down, and he was a educated doctor through Harvard and up in New York, and he was Portsmouth's first bacteriologist. And he tried to convince the city of Portsmouth to have a health department, which they weren't fully on board with, so he started seeing patients here out of the house through the side doors.
Okay. And do you know what year this house was built?
Yes, 1915.
1915. Okay, you and Jerry bought it in,
January of 2020.
okay. What was your first thought when you first came in? Did you come in together to see it the first time?
On Halloween.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, what was your first thought?
We're moving here.
We're moving here.
We're gonna do
You
whatever we
agreed
can
with
to
it?
get it, yes.
Okay. And something that really was important to me and touched me was one of the first times I came here, and of course this whole place is my cup of tea entirely, and I think it was Todd said to me in the kitchen, Denise, we bought this house and we intend to fill it with our family and friends. And I know just about any weekend, and probably more often than that, your front porch and this house is full of droppers by and maybe people that you even invited to come into your house.
Sometimes they're just mere strangers walking down the
Yeah.
street.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple the other last weekend before. There was a couple from California. They had never been over here. They were staying in Norfolk. They rode across. They were doing the guided history tour. We ran into them on High Street trying to help them get straight. He comes walking my house and said, "Oh, you finally made it down here." And he started laughing around there talking. Next thing you know, all of them are in the house,
Oh
getting
my
a tour of the
goodness.
house. But we invited anybody.
Well, and it does have that very warm, welcoming feel. It really is one of my favorite places to be.
The doormat says it all.
What does it say?
All are welcome here.
All are welcome here. Absolutely. Sláinte. Jerry, you can toast with Mountain Dew, just not water. Sláinte. So here's what I'd like to do, if you don't mind. I'm going to change places with Brennan, and let's just show me a few things here on the inside that pertain to Halloween, and maybe, a little bit about it. And then I want to go outside and get the outside of the house. But sometime I would like to come back and talk to you about the order of things that you tackled when you moved here and what your future projects are going to be like, and then of course Christmas. Okay?
That's when everything explodes.
That's when everything explodes. All right, so you guys just bring your beverages. I'm going to trade places with Brennan. Thank you, Brennan. And Jerry. And I want to just say that Jerry is a decorator by trade, and specifically with fabrics and textiles, and the window treatments in this house are absolutely unbelievable. And that's not really why we're here today, but I had to mention that. So what do you want to show us concerning Halloween, Jerry?
Gotta start with the Halloween tree.
Halloween tree.
Mm-hmm. They're the fur babies.
They're like, what's going on?
Okie dokie. Let me climb over this dog gate here without falling. Okay, tell us about the Halloween tree. It's black for one thing. Where did you buy a black tree?
Amazon.
Amazon.
These are all Inga's glass ornaments.
Inga's? Did you say Inga's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm not. They're
They all
beautiful.
have the star
Star
topper on them.
topper.
Beautiful.
And they actually came from the Norfolk Zoo.
They came from the Norfolk Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
Over
beautiful.
the years, different things.
And we're in the foyer. Would you call this the grand foyer of the house?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, where do you want me to go now? Well, I have to show this. I have to show this skeleton lady
In mourning.
in mourning. She has her Victorian mourning veil on. And what I love most about this is Todd's picture with the Queen, God rest her soul. Today is my mother-in-law's birthday, and she is actually, as we speak, flying to London with Brennan's sister.
Nice.
Really?
Oh, here's another man of bones with a skeleton over his head. Is he anybody we know?
The spider?
I mean, spider over his head. Is this skeleton
That's
anybody
the-
we know?
That's that itsy bitsy spider.
Oh, that's right up my alley. Now look at this. This is beautiful.
That was the original Halloween tree for the other house that was too small for this house.
Okay. Todd and Jerry lived in a house nearer to where Brennan and I live in the Western Branch section of Chesapeake before they moved here. And that one was always decorated to the hilt also, but just like my home, they were much shorter on space there. But that's still beautiful, and the staircase is gorgeous. Okay, what else inside? We didn't see the scarecrow.
In the library.
Look at the scarecrow here. Why is his head down so low?
He actually will be outside for the children. That will be the candy bowl. They will get the candy out of it.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as you reach your hand in the bowl, his head pops up and he screams at you.
Oh my God, see, that would scare the
he's not
hell out of me. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Sir.
Batteries are expensive.
I bet they are. Look at this beautiful foyer
Plug them in when you
table.
come back.
It's always decorated so beautifully. It's one of the first things I look forward to seeing when I come in the house.
And that table came with the house.
It did?
It did.
This wasn't one of yours or one of your estate sale?
Nope.
Yep, this table was in the house.
Gorgeous. Why did they leave furniture in here? Good, nice pieces of furniture. This is a nice oak table. Why wouldn't they have taken that?
He
Oh, that's
He
right.
joined the Buddhist temple and he didn't need
He did not want material
Where you get my bats
belongings. Look at the bats hanging over the archway. Oh my God. Oh Lord, look. Do that again. That is going to scare the children to death. died? Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Now that is scary. That is really scary. I just want to show this. I know this isn't necessarily well, it is Halloween. Look at that mantle. Oh my God, I love that. And Jerry, this is your what?
That's my grandmother.
Your grandmother. I remembered you told me about that picture in the old house.
That's my sparkly spider. That's brownstone girl over there.
Wonderful. Okay, what are we doing in the library?
I got some skeletons hanging out.
Oh, again, imagine that.
They all need to go outside, but with all the storms and everything, they haven't been able to
Okay.
get out there. So they've just been kind of hanging in the house.
Okay, so they're just sitting and chatting. This is a shout out to my friend Sheila, because one night I was here and that's where Sheila was sitting when the butler was serving her, remember?
Correct.
Yeah, guys, I forgot to mention they have a butler. He's a nice guy, beautiful. And oh, he's got a little beanie on. Wonderful. And then we've got a skeleton sitting at Todd's desk. That's gorgeous.
She's the neighborhood favorite.
She's the neighborhood favorite, and I'll get a picture of her from outside, okay?
Trying to get her adjusted.
Can you let me out?
You want me to open the door for you?
Yes, thank you, sir. These are beautiful wreaths. Now, we used to call areas like this a vestibule. Is that what you still call it, or do you call it something else?
I've always called it a vestibule, but it is actually a Arctic something.
Okay.
There's a term.
Does
Arctic
vestibule pertain mostly to churches and not homes? Somewhat. Okay.
She's tapping on the door for me.
Oh, there she is. There she is. She's tapping for me. Look at this. Make her tap again. What do you do to make her tap? Oh my goodness. What's her name?
Hazel.
Hazel. That's a good name.
She
All
reminds
right.
me a lot of my friend Denise.
She did. Your friend Denise? Yeah, she does kind of look like her a little bit. Now, anyone that follows Pearls on Tuesday knows that I did a blog post and podcast recently called Bring Back the Porch. And it was one of my most favorite pieces. And this home is an absolutely perfect example of what I was trying to get across as to what we've lost and what we would gain if we would bring back the porch. And I've witnessed that firsthand here at Todd and Jerry's. But of course, the decorations are what just makes it. Now, the other night we were here and their doggies, well, it wasn't your doggies, it was your, Todd, your brother-in-law's doggies got that rat.
Yes.
Is it gone?
The rat is gone.
The rat's
We had to
gone.
move the rats.
I bet. So I love the organic, natural touches along with all of the other kinds of decorations. Do you know the names of all these pumpkins? I do.
I do not. I know some
Okay.
are called heirloom pumpkins.
They are heirloom. That little yellow one is, little white one's called a baby boo. And then the bigger white ones are called enchanted. That real round orange one is called a Cinderella pumpkin. This one is called a blue man, right here.
It came from Norfolk County Feed and Seed, and some
Yep.
lady told us that one is excellent to eat.
Eat.
I can't
Well,
remember what she said it was called, but
okay, and see this one with bumps all over it?
mm-hmm.
That's called a chuga chuga. Here's the enchanted right here. what I didn't know until I did some research for a blog post I did was that pumpkins are squash, but not all squash are pumpkins.
Right.
So now I know.
And I think that's one of the ones.
Exactly. Here's another chuga chuga right here. Okay, so look at the big spider web and the chrysalis back there. Did you buy that chrysalis or make it?
Bought
Gorgeous.
Sometimes you gotta let the experts do what the experts
I
do.
know. See, they're a good, ooh, look at the birdies in the trees. They're a good,
And now the cousins and bats.
they're,
Those are Portsmouth bats.
look
We
at
flew
the
with some real bats.
spider webs and the seance going on under the tree there. I'm gonna go down there. See, Todd and Jerry are a good couple like Brennan and I. One knows how to spend a lot of money and the other one knows how to manage it. You gotta have that, right, Jerry? I'm not gonna say which is which.
I managed.
Which is
You
which?
manage. The steps are
Sometimes they trade
beautiful.
off.
Did you all have to do any repair work to these steps, or were they all right?
They were all right.
Good. Get the
This year the porch is being replaced.
the porch itself.
The porch boards, yeah.
Okay. All right. Ooh, look at the graveyard over here. And here's the little seance going on under the tree. And I'm saving Chew for last because I want you to tell me about Chew. Here's a coffin. Beware of what's creeping up behind you. Now, what is he doing? Singing out of a hymnal?
He's the preacher.
He's the preacher.
He's laying
Oh,
the body
look,
in
there's the
coffin.
rosary right there. Oh, he's saying the last rites. And then we've got this huge skeleton. How tall is he, Jerry?
12 foot.
12 feet tall.
Hold on, his eyes aren't on.
His eyes aren't on.
Are they on?
Yes, now they're on. See them? They're up there blinking. That is
He's
amazing.
throwing him in the coffin.
He's exactly.
Or
Now,
taking him out.
tell me about Chew, because Chew came from the old house, right?
Yes, Chew used to be in our backyard.
Uh-huh.
His name is Chew, short for statue.
Uh-huh.
And Todd would always dress him up, and Todd would never let me put him out front. And we moved here, and I stuck him out front, and now he has an entire box full of costumes.
Of course.
And he is always changed out, and the neighbors always come by wanting to know what his next outfit's
To see what Chew's gonna look like.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to step down and pan.
And make sure you get the guy on the roof.
I will, and
Walk across the
I
street.
want you two to stand in front of your house together on the porch so I can get everything. I want to get this sign right here because I have it on a flag, but it's so faded you can't read it. And next to the graveyard. I love this that all the birds are going crazy right now.
We're just talking about.
Did you get the guy on the roof?
Not yet.
He's 12 foot tall.
He's 12 foot tall?
Uh-huh.
Oh my Lord. I'm gonna go across the street. There we go. Wave, guys. All right, let me go across the street. Try to back up without falling. There we go. And so this is the Joseph Grice House at Halloween.